Howdy y'all, my name is Carson with SC Traditions. Now fall is right around the corner, and that means that one of my favorite times of the year is almost here. That is deer season. And I figured what better way to kick off the upcoming stream of deer hunting videos than to show off my arsenal for this upcoming season, what I'm going to be taking into the woods. So it's going to be a relatively quick, seamless video, but it's going to be really awesome. And hey, maybe you'll even get a couple gun ideas to push your boundaries in the woods this year. Now, first things first, this is your standard deer hunting rifle. This is what everybody's #1 pick is likely going to be. This is a Savage 708 bolt action, holds 4, insert through a clip, got a nice strap on it. That way, hopefully when I'm lugging out a deer, I can sling it on my back and go to walking out. It's got a nice 3x9 scope on it. Most of my hunting is done within about 100 to 150 yards with no people or houses nearby, and I do it in a tree a lot. So this gun is probably the one that you're going to see me taking out in the woods the most. It is perfect for what it does. It's a deer slaying machine. I think I've taken 4 deer with this exact gun here, and I'm really looking forward to bumping that total this year. Additionally, one last kind of weird thing about the Savages, hair triggers are illegal, but Savage worked around that just a little bit by adding kind of this dual stage trigger. It's got a safety squeeze is kind of what I call it, where you have to pull that initial, and then that back trigger, the actual literal trigger, is a little bit close to a hair trigger, but you have to pull that initial safety, and that's what kind of legalizes it, if you say. Other than that though, guys, this is a really awesome gun. I'm looking forward to using it this year. Before we go any further though, let me tell you about this video sponsor, Traditions Taxidermy Studios, run by moi. Yeah, that's right, I sponsor my own videos. Please like, share, and subscribe, by the way. That would help me where I could actually maybe get a legitimate sponsor. That would be pretty cool. But Traditions Taxidermy Studio is a local taxidermist in the South Carolina area. We service South Carolina and Georgia. We do a lot of European mounts. We are looking forward to expanding into deer, full head-on shoulder mounts. We haven't quite gotten there yet. But if you support us through the small game mounts and through the European mounts, we will be expanding there very shortly. So please check out Traditions Taxidermy Studios. It is on Instagram and Facebook. You can additionally reach us at this number down here. Back to your regularly scheduled video. Next, we've got another classic deer hunting gun. This is a 12 gauge shotgun. This one here is a Stoeger M3000. It's very similar to your dove guns that you're going to use, or your turkey guns, or what have you. But you load it up with buckshot, you load it up with slugs, depending on how far you're trying to shoot. And I've got one specific area that I have people a little closer than I'm comfortable using a high-powered rifle like that. So that's when you're going to see me pull this Stoeger. If I make a video there, or you might see a combo video where I'm hunting 2 places, you're going to see me pull this Stoeger out. This Stoeger is really evenly balanced. I'm really looking forward to it. I have never killed a deer with this Stoeger here, but I can say that I could not be more excited to bust it out in the woods. I love shotgun hunting. It's one of my favorite things. You get really up close and personal with the deer. In my opinion, it's just about as close to archery hunting as you can get without specifically archery hunting. So I am thrilled to be taking this one out in the woods. We'll kill a deer with it. And last but not least, we've got ourselves a little bit of a mystery gun. Hold on, let me bust this thing out of the package. This here is my absolute pride and joy. I've been wanting to make a lot of videos with this thing, just haven't gotten around to it. But I can tell you guys, this thing is a beast, and it is really freaking cool. And I am really hoping, I haven't done it before, but I'm really hoping I get to take a deer with it this year. As you can see, I keep it very well protected. But here we go. Boom. This is an 1853 Enfield. Now, before anybody asks, this is not an original. This is a reproduction, but it is a black powder muzzleloader. It doesn't even shoot the synthetic black powder. No, this sucker takes the real black powder, like somebody just went and cut down a tree, burned it into charcoal, mixed the chemicals in, and made gunpowder. It is the simplest form of gun you're just about going to run into. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, I am a history or aspiring history professor, just graduated with my bachelor's in history. So these sorts of things fascinate me. I love guns like this. I'm not a gun expert when it comes to history. I specialize in food history, so look forward to the cooking videos there. But y'all, nobody can help but love this. And you know how you got a clean muzzleloader? It does this. That sounds pretty good to me. Now, much like the shotgun, this gun's range is just a little bit shorter than the high-powered rifle, so you're going to see me bust it out in various situations, but specifically when I'm kind of hunting that closer quarters area. I've had the opportunity to kill 2 deer with this thing. One of them I chose not to shoot. Don't know why, just something going on in my head there. I didn't want to shoot that deer. The second deer was a little bit of my fault. It was 2 years ago. I was sitting in my blind like this, and all of a sudden I said, deer, deer, deer. And I lifted, and when I lifted, this thing is long. I mean, look at it here. That's a long gun. It's a long rifle. I knocked a limb and absolutely ruined my chances to kill that deer. We're not going to have that happen this year. I've cleared all the trees above me. We've got a nice clear shot at it, but whoo, that thing sounds crisp and ready to get out in the woods if you ask me. Now, I've broke down a couple of the specs on the other gun. This gun doesn't have a safety, unless you count this half-cock of safety. But half-cock isn't a true safety either, because if you heard the saying, don't go off half-cocked, yeah, sometimes this thing will go off half-cocked. But y'all, let me know if you want to hear me make a video about any of these guns specifically, especially this one. Maybe I'll even make a detailed cleaning video on this one, because this one's a little funky to clean compared to the newer gun. But this is a really awesome gun. I'm really looking forward to getting it into the woods just as much as I'm looking forward to getting any of the guns in the woods. Deer season opens in 5 days. I hope to see you there on those videos. Wish you were there in person, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching SC Traditions.